welcome back. I'm Big Money, Carl Champion D. Anyone new, welcome. This is where eccentric, and if you don't fit in, you fit in here. And I'm just looking at the history over here. And I was born on July 21st. Of course, not that year, obviously. So is Gina. Shout out to Cancer Baby Tarot. Both born in the same day. I don't know if the same year, maybe, or different years. But look, right here stands Jackson, like a stone wall. And everyone knows that the history, why it's called Stonewall Jackson, right there. You see it, he didn't budge. Stonewall the troops. I just get excited about the history. Get excited about it. I don't even know why I do. Well, I know why, because past lives, but in one ear out the other ear. So I'm gonna walk us down to that, over there, to that house, so we can get a closer look. Just walk with me on this tour. Just let all your thoughts go. Sending you beautiful energy and love and peace and joy and great luck and whatever else you want that's happiness for you. So look over here, look at this old tree. Look at those roots in the ground, that's us, the roots. Plant your roots. And here's a plaque right here. Brigadier General Francis Stephens Bartow, born Savannah, Georgia, September 16th, 1816, mortally wounded on this spot, July 21st, 1861. Command 7th, 8th, 9th, and 11th Georgia 1st Kentucky Regiments, the first Confederate officer to give his life on the field, 1936. I'm just showing the history. I don't have any leaning either way. I'm just a curious prophet. That's all. I'll read it to you. Colonel Francis S. Bartow was killed near here while leading the 7th Georgia Infantry counterattack, an ardent defender of slavery, states' rights. The Georgia politician was placed in command of British state troops shortly before the battle. His death, first Manassas, rendered him one of the South's earliest military martyrs. 6 weeks after the battle, the men of Bartow's brigade commemorated their fallen leader, dedicating a stone shaft on the spot where they fell. The monument, possibly the first erect on any Civil War battlefield, disappeared by the following spring. The current marker dates to 1936. I can't even imagine back then what they had to deal with. I can't even imagine, like, you know, nowadays you go for a surgery, anesthesia. Surgery back then, they couldn't, I don't want to get graphic, but you know your idea. But, you know, they just giving you, here's a knife, bite on it, and here's some alcohol for the anesthesia. That's what you get. So I don't know why any of us would complain nowadays, because you get the anesthesia and you go right out, and you don't feel anything. Just feel that sun. You get into that house, feel that energy. Of course, Archangel Michael, Metatron's always with us, protecting us, always. Because yes, this is ancient ground, but there's good and there's also not good. But we're only staying with the good on this side. Just enjoy this moment in time right now, just as this is, right here. Forget all the problems, all the issues, whatever it is. Let it all go into that field. The field of your imagination and your aspirations and the dreams of whatever you want. And you can have that. Just only one that's stopping us from getting what we want is us. I admit that too. And I finally get out of my own way. So I invite you to get out your own way too. Just allow. Receive. Just allow receiving. You guys are huge givers. Time to receive now. I know from experience as being a giver. Nothing wrong with self-love. It's healthy. And if anyone, I'm not telling you to love in an egoist way. No, a healthy way. Anyone's telling you that's not, then I would stay away from that kind of person. That's my personal opinion. You can have whatever you want. It can help you beautiful. Look over here. It's pretty cool. Spirit guides, angels, I guess, bringing me here for everyone to just be here. Enjoy this moment. 5:35. I don't know. That's what it was a moment ago in the video. 5:35. I don't know. That's someone's confirmation. And honoring the dead is a moment of silence for the dead. Blessings. One of the earliest endeavors to remember the fallen occurred soon after the war concluded. Union troops stationed near Fairfax Courthouse, many of whom had recently served burial duty at the battlefield, recognized the need for fitting memorial to the federal dead of the 1st Manassas with the approval of officers, authorization of the government, and in one of the final acts before discharge, the soldiers erected the Bull Run Monument. Construction took nearly 3 weeks and was completed in June 1865. It remains one of the oldest extant monuments on any Civil War battlefield. The formal dedication of Bull Run Monument on June 11th, 1865. At the conclusion of the ceremony on Henry Hill, the group dedicated a similar monument near the deep cut, honor those that fell in the second battle of Manassas. I just love the history. Look inside there and feel that energy and the history in there. Just look in there. I don't think you can go in right now. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think you can. No, you can't go in there. But you can go in there energetically. You can go in there. Look at how the history. Back then, these houses are still standing. That shows you something. How these houses were built back then. A lot better than the houses nowadays. Look at that bird right there. That was beautiful. Another blue jay. That's nice. Feel the energy as I walk up on here. Like we're coming back from the battle. I got my stick that I found on the journey. Coming into it. Woo. Coming back off the battle. Back off the battle. You feel that energy. And if you do see something in there, tell me in the comments. You never know. Spirit could be. You never know. Entertainment purposes only. But you never know. The universe is vast. Let's go over here. Invaded farmland. Spring Hill Farm was now simply known as Henry Hill. Laid fallow and overgrown in the summer of 1861. A small vegetable garden and orchard surrounded the frame house. Inside the home, 84-year-old Judith Henry remained bedridden, too old to work. The land had been in her family for more than a century. She shared the home with her daughter Ellen. Hired teenage slave Lucy Griffith assisted with domestic chores. I just hate this whole era, but you know, it is what it is. The Battle of Bull Run culminated. Not that I hate it, excuse me, can't say that. Not that I hate it, I just don't like the slavery part, of course. That's disgusting. Inside the home, federal artillery fired on the dwelling. The driveway, Confederate sharpshooters, a cannon fire crashed through the house. Mortality wounded the widow, Henry. The battle's only known civilization felt fatality by days, and the family matriarch was dead. The house in ruin and surrounding landscape forever redefined by the events of July 21st, 1861. The Henry House, as it appeared after the battle, sketch made by Captain Leon J. Fremix, 8th Louisiana Infantry. A little reminder of the Henry House by the time of this photo was taken in March 1862, the current structure post-war. There's Wade Hampton over there. South Carolina was wounded here on July 21st. Battle of 1st Manassas. Hopefully you can read that. Right there. You know what I'm doing. What am I, a history guy? I don't know, man. I'm just having fun. Life is just enjoyment. And there's some graves of some soldiers, I'm assuming. Not for certain. Let me look on the other side. Yeah. Hugh, Fonto Henry, and Judith Henry. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. June 30th, 1898. Then right here, Judith Henry. You can't read anything else on it. That one. Ellen Phoebe Morris, daughter of Judith Henry. October 30th, 1888, 81 years old. And I don't know if those were the kids. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on it because I don't know, obviously. There was a little farm. And this over here, and look at that beautiful landscape right there. All over here, look at this land. Beautiful. Enjoy life. It's not as long as people think. Just feel this. Feel that. Anybody, this is a shameless plug. My life story is A Soldier of a Battle of Life on Amazon ebook. It's not very long, but if you want to support it, I'd appreciate it.